what we've done is got our wiring diagram here. What we're going to do is we're going to test to see if these coils are actually turning on. So what I've done is we've got our wiring diagram of our coils here. We've got 4 wires. A and B are grounds, and D is our voltage coming into the coil, and that voltage goes to each coil, so we're sharing the same voltage feed to each coil as you can go across the wiring diagram. On pin C on this one, each one has its own driver that's sending a 5-volt reference to the coil, which is telling the coil when to turn on. So what we're going to do is we're going to back probe right here at pin C, and I've got it here. That's our 5-volt reference to the coil. And here I've got our fuse. I pulled the fuse out and put our fuse buddy here. And we're going to measure the current going through the 12-volt feed to all of the coils. Okay, so that wire is feeding all of these coils 12 volts as we see on the wiring diagram. So here on our Pico, we have 2 leads set up on channel A. We have our current probe, which is right here. So our current probe is right here. We're going to turn it on and put it on our 10 milliamp setting. And underneath our tools here, if I go to channel A, we select the 60 amp current probe. So right here, 60 amp on the 20 amp mode. Okay, so we select that. And then on our other probe, we're just looking at voltage. So we just select the 1X and put it on a plus or minus 10 volt scale. So we're going to take this probe now and hook it up to our fuse, which is going to look at current in the circuit. And we've got our 5-volt reference trigger there, and we'll turn on the car and see what we have. Start recording. Okay, we've got a 10 seconds per division, so everything's zoomed in right now. We're taking a really good snapshot. It's 10 seconds per division here. I'm going to stop this, and let's take a look at what we have. Let's zoom in. Zoom in a little bit more. One more time here. Okay, we can see we have a nice, the blue trace here is our current going through the coil. Right here, the red trace is our ignition trigger signal from the computer telling the coil to turn on. So every time, this is on injector 1, because we know that this coil right here, this current ramp, the current rising, is for injector 1. From there, we can tell that the next one in line, because we know our firing order, which is 1, I wrote down here, 1, 4, 3, 2. So this is injector circuit 1, 4, 3, 2. So if we had a problem on this engine where a coil driver was not turning on, or a coil was being commanded on, and we're not actually creating current through the coil to charge it up to allow it to fire, we would see it through this test. So by simply looking at current through the power wire and looking at our trigger, we can determine if the coils are all firing.